This tree farm will run forever without anyone around and without ever needing additional bone meal. It's a playerless self-sustaining nether tree farm. In this video, I'll show you how I created it and how it works. This design beats all the other playerless and self-sustaining designs available without even using block 36 TNT, which is a cool TNT mechanic that I explain in this video right here. This is the version 2.0 of the upgraded pillar-based nether tree farm. I've made a couple of tweaks which I'll explain after the schematic. Alright, I hope you like that schematic. It's now time that I walk you through the design process of the tree farm. The design process starts with the core, which is the contraption that needs the most functions in the smallest amount of space. We first begin by bone milling the NYLIUM to get some vegetation. Within this vegetation, we'll get some fungi. We've only started and I already made a tweak here. Because I increased the bone meal efficiency of version 2.0, I was able to change the dispenser layout for one that is much more efficient. This simple change increases the number of fungi that we get and therefore increases the amount of trees that we get. We then need to have dispensers that will face the fungi, so we can bone meal these fungi into trees. Finally, it's time to extract the stems from the core to let room to repeat the process and grow new trees. I obviously made this process as fast as I could by making use of zero tick. It's now slightly faster than the version 1.0 design. When designing a playerless and self-sufficient nether tree farm, it is beneficial to take the largest area of NYLIUM possible for the best chances of generating fungi, as well as taking as little space above the NYLIUM to make a core, because every block here removes one potential stem from the farm. Finally, I ended up with this crazy big core. The wiring is dustless to have a minimal impact on lag, and the dispensers fire 100% of the time to ensure that we don't lose any time to bone meal the fungi. It's now time to proceed to the next step, the blast chamber. The blast chamber design will dictate the collection system that we can use. With the particular design that I plan on using, water streams are too slow and shield some stems, making that option non-viable. That's why I opted for a hopper spam floor. There's a layer of water that will protect the hoppers from the TNT. It blocks the trees from generating at this Y level and lets the item go through the hoppers and make their way to the side of the farm, where they'll be sent to a central collection point. By the way, the version 1.0 hopper collection was already struggling to keep up with the number of items, so I had to make two separate lines instead of one. That's the collection point of the blast chamber done. Let's now take on the TNT part. I saw this cool trick to use waterlogged stairs to replace the need for ancient debris on this Bilibili channel. I thought I could use that to clear a drop chute for the TNT to blow up the trees from the center, because that's the most efficient way to blow up the trees. However, this method is still very slow, so I thought about a way I could make the process faster. Let's say that we block each TNT from killing the items of the next one. We could then blow up every TNT at once, rather than waiting like 2 or 3 seconds per TNT. Here's me attempting that for the first time. The tree away, like this. And then the magic's gonna happen. Boom. What the no. Okay, I don't know what happened there. The idea needs a few more steps than the old method with ancient debris, but it is much faster. I need to clear the drop chute for the TNT, let the TNT fall, and right before the TNT explodes, I need to zero tick waterlogged stairs below the TNT, which is easily achieved by short pulsing a piston to push a waterlogged stair. When doing that, the stair will remain waterlogged. This is the critical part. As the TNT explodes, the stairs need to be waterlogged to prevent them from getting blown up by the TNT. But that's not all. TNT can also no-clip through blocks at a 45-degree angle, which means that these pistons at the back need to be protected by water too when the TNT explodes. This is simply done by having these waterlogged stairs regenerate the water behind the zero-tick stairs. When we pull back the stairs, the water source created by zero-ticking the stairs will be deleted, and when the stairs are back in place, they're going to get re-waterlogged by the adjacent waterlogged stairs. And with all of that, we can blow up most times in a 2 seconds window. I'm sending some TNT on the other side as well, to keep the farm from being overrun by an excess of ward blocks, which would block items from going into the hoppers, and would block the stairs pillar from pushing. For demonstration purposes, I removed the side axle TNT dupers and let the farm run until it was clogged by ward blocks. The process took less than 10 minutes. Soon after that, the farm will lose too much bone meal and turn itself off thanks to the emergency shutdown circuit, which is what you're looking at right now. When any hopper gets empty, the comparator will send a signal and turn off the farm until you reset it. Like I've shown in this cinematic, the TNT dupers used here are now regular TNT dupers instead of side axle ones, and they're positioned lower to reduce the size of the farm. I've also changed the density of zero-tick stairs to every 5 blocks instead of 4, which greatly diminishes the item loss. And that's what allowed me to get enough bone meal to change the aforementioned core dispenser layout. And because I wanted to squeeze every single log I could for every bone meal, I added a bone meal level detection system that will toggle the boosted core mode based on the amount of bone meal the farm has in spare. If this hopper gets full, it will power a redstone line that leads to this piston, which pushes a block in place to toggle a second firing of the core dispensers. That leads to more vegetation, therefore more fungi, and more fungi equals more trees. I think that pretty much sums up this tree farm. If you want to support me, consider liking my video so I can grow and get my channel monetized one day. Alternatively, another great way to support me is to roast my editing so I can improve and get better. I'd love to get your input on that. Otherwise, remember that Nether tree farms are the superior tree farms, and thanks for watching. Bye.